amending AB 1421 in the Senate to explicitly direct the research to help understand and avoid situations where motorists could be double taxed.
Today on Fresno State Focus, as California drivers go electric, they're not having to pay the state's gas tax. The state study considering charging EV drivers by the mile.
Has petition signature collection gotten out of hand? Fresno State students let us know if they support this action.
Plus, no reservations required, an important detail for visiting one of the world's most popular summer destinations, right here in our backyard. That's all coming up right now on Fresno State Focus. Hello and welcome to Fresno State Focus. I'm Lauren Aiello.
And I'm Olivia Pavao. Thank you for joining us for our final Fresno State Focus newscast of the semester. Students had a bit of a panic moment this week. The system we used to upload our work went dark. The Fresno State IT department is investigating a data breach into the school's learning management system, Canvas. A campus-wide email from the university's IT department alerted students, staff, and faculty about the breach yesterday afternoon. The breach impacted several campuses nationwide. According to the email, some personal information may have been accessed, but passwords and financial data were not compromised.
Students at Fresno State are being approached on campus to sign petitions, which is sparking a mix of interest and concern. Some see it as a way to get involved, but others say it makes them feel uncomfortable. And some are warning about possible fraud. Signature collectors are a common sight on campus. They ask students to sign petitions on a range of social and political issues. But some students say they don't always know who they're talking to or how their information will be used.
Some of them are for taxes, other ones are for healthcare, and other ones are for funding for community colleges and schools K-12.
These signature collectors could be getting paid per signature. While some see this as an opportunity to help their city or county, others urge students to be cautious and read before they sign. As California leaders continue debating the solution to the state's energy and gas crisis, some lawmakers are considering how to generate more money from drivers who are not buying gas because they drive electric. Alexis Parra breaks down a bill looking for ways to get more money to pay for the state's roads.
California commuters are experiencing financial hits from rising gas prices, and now there's talk to having to pay more. People who drive electric cars don't have to pay fees for gas right now, but that may change. A proposal in Sacramento is looking at charging people for the miles they drive. For those who commute far for work, this could be even more painful.
Having ceased, clerk will open the roll.
California lawmakers are discussing AB 1421, which might charge people based on the miles they drive.
Ask a basic fairness question. How do we ensure all motorists pay their fair share? No more and no less.
Right now, AB 1421 is only a study.
Now, the study is set through 2027, and as fuel-efficient cars and electric cars are hitting the road, less gas is being sold. People aren't paying that gas tax, so the state needs to find new ways to repair roads and highways.
But while lawmakers are still deciding, commuters are having a heated debate deciding if this is fair. Some are calling it a mileage tax, but that's not what it is. Not yet anyways. Opponents say this could charge drivers maybe up to 5 cents for every mile. And for commuter towns like Los Banos, a couple of cents can make or break a person's bank. Mark Chapa is one of those commuters.
And then with taxes, they're always going up. So if that 4 cents is going to turn into 6, and that's where it gets scary.
And lawmakers are looking at this for the next year. In Los Banos, Alexis Parra, Fresno State Focus.
So right now, AB 1421 is still just a study to research a possible mileage tax for EV drivers. Right now, those drivers pay a road improvement tax when they register their cars with the DMV.
Early voting for California's primary is happening now, and Fresno State is making it easy for students to cast their ballots. There's a ballot drop box at Campus Point and the Student Rec Center, which is also an official voting center. But like many Californians, some students are still undecided.
I probably will be voting if I look more into it, but as of right now, I'm not sure who.
California's primary is June 2nd. But again, early voting is on right now. The midterm elections are in November. As everyday costs rise and resources remain out of reach for many, some Valley leaders are banding together on a new regional effort. Samantha Rangel introduces us to United San Joaquin.
Are you ready?
The energy inside the RSU at Fresno State was loud and hopeful as over 700 people came together to launch a new initiative, United San Joaquin. The goal is to build a coalition to take on issues like housing and immigration reform. 18 people are the leaders here, called founders, from faith groups, academia, and law enforcement. Organizers say these priorities came from thousands of conversations with people of the Valley.
Everything's getting really, really expensive right now. My wallet is hurting.
For some, that struggle includes basic transportation.
I mean, I don't have a bus stop within like a mile and a half of my house. So it's having more bus stops, more reliable transportation is definitely going to be good.
Others say any effort needs to better include all communities.
I think it's important for all organizations, especially those in the urban areas, to recognize the need to reach out and to form working relationships with rural communities.
United San Joaquin is now affiliated with the Industrial Areas Foundation, or IAF, one of the oldest community organizing networks in the country.
Our call to action is to be involved, to know the issues, and to truly include rural communities in any organizing effort here.
What stood out the most wasn't just the size of this crowd, but when they filled out this commitment card and with their name and institution, they felt a part of something bigger for change in the Valley.
This launch is just the beginning, with plans to continue to build membership and push for policy changes moving forward. At the RSU, Samantha Rangel, Fresno State Focus.
United San Joaquin will host a new leader training for those interested at Wesley Methodist Church in Fresno on May 14th.
Sanger Community Day School is helping struggling students find their academic groove. Marcos Marquez shows us how the school is creating educational pathways and giving students second chances.
Most schools look the same on the surface, but success looks different for each student, and that's where Sanger Community Day School comes to help.
Sanger Community Day School specializes on providing services for students that may need something different.
Students that need academic support are guided with curriculum tailored to their strengths. So if it's writing, they are tailored to strengths with writing. If it's reading, they get classes related to reading. If it's science or math, they also get that.
Everything that our students are getting is grade level curriculum. So whatever students are getting at Sanger High, Sanger West, or anywhere other high school in the state of California, our students are getting the same curriculum.
At Sanger Community Day School, students get to choose between one of 5 electives to individually participate in. Those 5 electives: cooking, clothing design, 3D printing, construction, and perhaps Dr. Ponce's personal favorite, where they get to host Maverick Television. Maverick Television, in particular, is a YouTube channel that allows students to live stream community events, such as sports games and other festive events.
And it's really nice because they get to provide the service for families worldwide, not just in the local area.
CDS has tagged me like I look at things way different than I used to. I'm more grown about certain situations now.
Reporting from Sanger Community Day School, Marcos Marquez, Fresno State Focus.
Sanger Community Day School serves students in 7th through 11th grade.
Beehive, theft, and vandalism are on the rise in the Valley. Oscar Alexander shows us how this issue is impacting local beekeepers.
They're the critters that keep the world moving. The Valley is home to over 500,000 beehives, over 2 million during peak pollination season. They're responsible for helping pollinate crops like almonds, strawberries, and more. But many beekeepers say these small creatures have become big targets.
Got a call from the farmer going, hey, did you guys pull these hives out? Oh, they're supposed to still be there. Well, we ended up having 128 hives go missing.
Beekeepers tell me that just one of these boxes is worth about $200. So when you stack that up on pallets like this, they can go for over $1,000. So that's why when we see things like hive theft and hive destruction, those losses can really sting. And with rising costs of materials, the damages become even more costly. Some say that local authorities do little to help. But the sheriff just comes and says there are no cameras, there is no proof. Because of this, some beekeepers are calling for legislative change. The law should be tougher when it comes to not being as flexible. When they have the option to pay a small fine and then 4 or 5 months pass by, the case gets swept under the rug and it's done. Each season brings new challenges, but despite the hardships, beekeepers say they won't stop fighting. From Reedley, Oscar Alexander, Fresno State Focus.
Beekeepers encourage the public to report any suspicious behavior to the police.
Parent scholars at Fresno State are trailblazing a new tradition for graduation. Parent scholars are invited to celebrate their graduation with all new Parent Scholar stoles. They're handing out these exclusive stoles at the Smith Camp Alumni House tonight from 5 to 7 as a way to celebrate these hardworking parents.
Not only do they have the normal typical duties of a regular student, but they also have the duties as a parent where they have to make sure everything is held up at home. Their kids are going to school, they're doing good in school, and you got to make sure they have food to eat.
Parent scholars are welcome to bring their families and celebrate by taking family photos, doing crafts, and enjoying some light refreshments.
Coming up on Fresno State Focus, with summer around the corner, crowds are headed to Yosemite National Park. We take you inside the park to share what you can expect.
I'll be sitting down with a Fresno State alum who tells stories behind the camera, see what advice he has for graduating students.
Plus, don't get used to the pleasant weather when the Valley should expect the first triple-digit day of the year. All that when we come back.
At Fresno State, being bold means committing to something greater than yourself. It's learning by doing and nurturing leaders to advance our shared future. It's using research to create a better life for those around us and healing those who need us most. These are our stories, because at Fresno State, bold begins here.
Success. At Fresno State, it's no secret. It's discovering new ways to change our world. It's creating opportunities as diverse as our community itself. It's in the distinction of our graduates as they lead us into the future. Success is no secret at Fresno State. It's our mission.
Joseph Malcolm here with your weather. We get a good shot from the Craig School of Business building, looking out around the water tower. Clear skies, just a few clouds. Now, if we take a look at our national satellite, you're looking, it's pretty clear over in the West Coast and among the Rockies. But uh-oh, here comes trouble. New Hampshire has rain coming in. Got a lot of clouds and a lot of action going on over here, but not on the Western Hemisphere because it's all daylight, no clouds, and a lot of heat. I gotta take my coat off for this because we are getting into warmer weather as summer's coming up. Here, you can take my coat. All right, Stockton, 74, getting in the highs, 60, Shaver Lake, Madera, 75, and Fresno, 81. Why did we get the hot weather? I don't know what that's about. We're going down to lows. Madera, 53, Stockton, 56, Fresno, 57. Open up your windows at night. Coming over to our air quality, it is good. We always get such beautiful weather and beautiful air right after it rains. Taking a look at our 7-day forecast, we've got Mother's Day coming up this Sunday, and thank goodness we are not getting into the triple digits by then. It's going to be 93, but starting off at 89 and ending back down at 91, but triple digits are coming, so get ready for the heat. This was your weather.
Yosemite National Park will no longer require a reservation to visit this summer.
This is the first time since 2023 that the park will be open to anyone at any time. Oren Avila gave us a look into what new and returning visitors can expect.
As the
the snow melts and the seasons change, Yosemite National Park is ready to welcome a flood of visitors. This summer, anyone can come to Yosemite without a reservation. A welcome opportunity for first-time visitors like Gustavo Martinez.
I'm going because I want to go and experience and go and see how it's like with my friends.
Yosemite offers plenty to see and do, which is why Tyler Kinsman keeps coming back.
I think 3 times. The most recent was last fall. The other 2 times when I was a kid. You don't really remember them. But my last fall was really like the discovery trip. I realized how beautiful Yosemite is and all that it has to offer.
Which is why Yosemite is so popular and can get busy. Yosemite receives most of its 4 million annual guests in the summer. While crowds through the summer are expected to grow, visitors during the summer are always welcome.
It's a good opportunity just to go one day and then just see how it's like.
Whether it's your first or 50th visit, there are ways to navigate the crowds.
Be willing to do those things that a general tourist might not, and you'll absolutely have a better experience, I believe.
Visitors should make a plan ahead of time of what to see and do, and get to the park early.
Honestly, I just seen the waterfalls out there. Yeah, it looks really cool, and that's probably the reason why I want to go.
So even if you have to pack a little more patience with you for your trip to Yosemite, don't let it stop you from enjoying everything it has to offer. At Yosemite National Park, Lauren Avila, Fresno State Focus.
Yosemite National Park will be participating in America's 250th anniversary this summer with special events.
Find out more information for your trip to Yosemite by visiting our website, FresnoStateFocus.com. Fresno Mayor Jerry Dyer is one of the newest members of the Fresno State's chapter of Phi Kappa Phi. Fresno State Professor Jim Bourne introduced Mayor Dyer at the Phi Kappa Phi ceremony this week. Phi Kappa Phi is one of the oldest academic honor societies dating back to 1897. Mayor Dyer was one of the 4 special honorees for the contributions to strengthening the educational community.
We're getting ready to graduate and we can all use some advice. Fabian Ornelas has someone who can do that for us.
Buenas tardes. Marco Rosas was once a Fresno State reporter and is now a reporter for KC24 CBS 47 here in Fresno. Welcome, Marcos. Marco.
Marco.
I wanted to ask you, for us here in the studio, they've told us that we have to find smaller markets to get reps in, but you stayed. I wonder why.
Well, staying in the Central Valley was just what's best for me, but the beauty of Fresno State and the MCJ program is that, you know, not everyone is from the Central Valley. So journalism can be one of those jobs where not only do you get the reps in where you're most comfortable, but you can travel. So it's all about getting those reps in, like you said, where you feel most comfortable. For me, that was the Central Valley. For other people, that's smaller markets.
And for a lot of graduating colleagues, what's one piece of advice you would give to have them focus on to make themselves hireable?
Have confidence. You know, anybody who interviews you can see if you're confident in your answer or if you have any doubt. And we all have doubts, you know, but you have to do it even with fear. You have to show that confidence.
Is there anything you would want them to know before we graduate?
Just that they're capable of anything they set their mind to, really.
Cool. Thank you for joining us, Marcos. Thanks for the advice, Marcos. Back to you at the desk.
Actually, guys, we're not going back to the desk. I have a question for you, Fabian. We're wrapping up the semester, last show. What are we doing this summer? What are you doing?
I'll be at KC24 CBS 47 with Marco here.
Okay, awesome. We'll see both of them on our TV screens. Oh, Lauren, where are you going to be this summer?
I will be in Vienna, Austria, and Amsterdam.
Okay, some plane tickets, some boat trips. Cool. What are you doing?
I'll be working for Televisa Univision, but later in July I'll be going back home to Mexico.
Very cool. Marcos?
I will be home in Sanger and considering a job possibility.
Okay, new job alert. Okay, Bennett, we're going to switch over here. Where are you going?
I'm going to be vibed out at the gym.
As you should.
Yeah.
Julie, turn around.
Going to Hawaii.
Hawaii? Oh my gosh, I will see you there. Live, my favorite. Where are you going?
I'm also going to Hawaii and I'm going to Boston.
I'm going to see everyone in Hawaii, guys. Joseph, where are you going to be?
I'm going to be working for Fresno State News because I'm going to be at Fresno State Focus next semester too.
Oh snap, guys. Fresno State News. Warren, where are we going to be?
Well, I'm going to be on the road in California raising money for the MCJ department.
Awesome. We love the support. Jerry?
I'm going to Disneyland, baby. Let's go. Woo!
Awesome. We're going to run. We're going to run. Woo! Well, sort of runs to get my steps in. Fernanda, where will we see you this
I
summer?
will be at the gym getting these gangs on. Let's go, baby.
You see that, guys? You see that? All right, producers, where are you gonna be this summer?
Reading, writing, and getting outdoors.
Cool, Lauren.
Working.
Okay.
I'll be working for a local newspaper.
Okay, Finn.
Going golfing.
Golfing. Do you guys play mini golf? Cause I'm only good at mini golf right now. Brandon, where are you gonna be?
Going back to live theater and job hunting.
Oh snap! On the stage, Lex.
I'll be entering for ABC 30.
Okay, Paloma.
I will also be at the gym.
Oh, lots of gym people. I need to get on that train. Where are you gonna be this
All right,
summer?
I'm gonna be broadcasting games for the Fresno Grizzlies.
Oh my gosh, baseball. Love it. I love baseball.
I'm
Where are you gonna be?
working out throughout the summer.
What? Okay. I need to. Dang, I really need to get on this too. Kim,
we're getting ready for next semester.
Next semester, always prepping, guys. Way ahead of it. Raul, where'll I see you?
I will be camping this summer, so find me in the mountains.
Oh, snap the mountains. The mountains. Alan, where will we see you?
I'm gonna be at the World Cup SoFi Stadium.
World Cup? Okay.
I'll be in Guadalajara, Mexico.
Wow. Lots of trips, guys. Lots of gym, apparently. And yeah, that's basically it. Lauren, can you flip the camera? Can we do this flip real quick? Let me flip this. Where are you headed?
I am heading to another semester at Fresno State.
Woo, okay, more school. I'm educated. And I will be at KVPR News this summer. Let's look at what's next.
Coming up in sports, our softball team is currently on the field for the first time in the Mountain West Championships.
Plus, learn about how tennis is serving the community. Fresno State Focus on Sports is coming up in 1 minute.
I got the bulldog spirit up in my head.
Up in my head.
Up in my head.
I got that bulldog spirit up in my head. Up in my head to stay. I got that bulldog spirit deep in my heart. Deep in my heart. Deep in my heart. Got that bulldog spirit deep in my heart. Deep in my heart to stay. I got that bulldog spirit down in my toes. Down in my toes. Down in my toes. I got that bulldog spirit down in my toes. Hey. Down in my toes to stay. I got that bulldog spirit up in my head, deep in my heart, down in my toes. I got that bulldog spirit all over me to stay. I got that bulldog spirit
deep in my heart.
Deep in my heart, deep in my heart. I got that bulldog spirit.
Fresno State softball is heading to the Mountain West Championships in a dramatic fashion. The Bulldogs beat San Diego State 4-2 in extra innings on Saturday. After trailing the entire game, the Dogs rode back-to-back hits and then a single RBI. And the 8th sophomore Riley Bocchini sealed the win with her first home run. The 5th seed Dogs are playing the 4th seed against New Mexico right now, and the score is 4-1 New Mexico. The Diamond Dogs are still recovering after yesterday's loss against Bakersfield. The Roadrunners found the home plate 3 times in the opening inning and then 2 more runs in the second inning. The Bulldogs fought hard the rest of the game to stay in the fight, with runs from freshman Mikey Boyd and redshirt junior Jet Ruby. In the end, the Bulldogs could not keep up. The Diamond Dogs are back at home this weekend. Track and field closes out the Fresno State Invitational while honoring 8 seniors on Senior Day. Jabari King leads the way with the win in the men's long jump, while Kiara Padol earns her first career victory in the 1,500 meters. The Bulldogs add multiple personal bests across the board, including strong finishes in the jumps and distant events. Now, Fresno State turns its focus to hosting the Mountain West Championships set for May 14th through May 16th. A Fresno community tennis group is bringing people together in a low-cost way to stay active, but it's become much more than a game. Let me take you to the courts.
As gym memberships and other activities get more expensive, community tennis is offering Fresno locals a cheaper way to stay healthy and social.
People need entry or gateway into the sport, and that's what we're trying to provide here at Roding Park. Tennis is completely free. We don't charge anybody to come out here and play. We also provide all the equipment for free. Coaching too. You don't have to go out and pay for coaching lessons.
What started off as a small tennis meetup has now turned into a weekly community event, with more than 30 people showing up to play, socialize, and stay active here in Fresno. Even me.
For many players, the group is more than just tennis. Some say it's also become a strong sense of community.
It's a super welcoming community. It's very warm. Everyone goes out of their way to make you feel included. So I love that. It's a good workout.
For Dominic Cardenas, the group gives him a consistent way to stay engaged while also providing a break from his daily routine.
It keeps me active above all else. It's available twice a week, so Tuesdays and Sundays. I already know I got this scheduled on my calendar. And then mentally, I think it's just a little bit of an escape from, sitting behind a desk all day work-wise.
As the community continues to grow, organizers hope more people will see tennis as an affordable way to stay connected and involved here in Fresno.
Now, there is a Central Valley beginner-friendly tennis day this Saturday afternoon at 1, free and open for beginners.
Farmers in Kings County are having growing pains adjusting to new state-imposed groundwater fees. Growers tell me these fees feel more like a punishment for keeping their farms afloat.
For years, the water underneath Lemoore has been treated like a bank. If you needed it to water your crops, you withdrew it from the ground. But as of this weekend, the state is auditing the account. The May 1st deadline for farmers to report their usage from the Tulare Lake subbasin has passed, and the cost of farming in Kings County has just went up. Garrett Gilcrease, a fourth-generation local farmer, says the new state fees feel less like conservation and more like a tax.
This is the new cost too. This isn't like a tax that's been around forever that just got raised. This is a brand new expense for every grower here.
Under the new probationary status, growers must pay a $300 per well registration fee plus $20 for every acre-foot of water pumped.
It's not that we want to pump as much water as we can. It's that we want to be sustainable by 2040 by the rules that the state of California set for us. And if the rules keep changing, how can growers make an idea of how to make a plan? If the rules are always changing, you can't play by those rules because you don't know what they are.
The state's Water Resource Control Board says these measures are a last stand. In a statement regarding the probation, the board said, "The goal is not to be punitive, but to ensure the long-term sustainability of the basin. Without intervention, hundreds of domestic wells in Kings County could go dry, and the ground will continue to sink, damaging critical infrastructure. Local agencies have 1 year to fix their water plans to meet the state's satisfaction. If they fail, Sacramento could take over management of the Tulare Lake subbasin permanently."
The Kings County Farm Bureau is currently fighting those groundwater pumping fees in court.
Not everyone ends the semester with a graduation or final. For 12 Fresno State music education students, they conduct a music piece as part of a key milestone in their learning. From slow and dreamy selections to upbeat music, the program showcased a wide range of styles and emotion this week. The Fresno State Symphonic Band learned all the performances in 12 pieces after receiving music just a few rehearsals prior.
We get 4 rehearsals for our pieces, like 18 minutes. And it puts a lot of pressure on us, making sure that we're prepared and everything, and the ensemble knows that we're prepared.
Concert brought songs to life, giving the musicians, conductors a chance to grow while giving the audience an engaging show.
Thank you for tuning in to Fresno State Focus this semester. We want to thank our hardworking crew for helping us to bring you Sportscast and Newscast this semester.
Be sure to watch the new season in the fall. And for all our seniors, happy graduation.
Happy graduation!
Now we got to get clear out of here to get the studio ready for a very special party to celebrate our department chair, Faith Sidlow.
Faith Sidlow!